Hey everybody, it's Sean and Catherine here. Today we are going to be reviewing the Wind and Waves Market, which is the quick service option here at Disney's Vero Beach Resort. We're going to be sampling a few items over our 4-day stay here. Wind and Waves Market serves as Disney's Vero Beach Resort's main quick service location. It also serves as the kitchen for the beachside menu that they have here. They are open from breakfast, lunch, and dinner from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Here's a look at the breakfast, lunch, and dinner menus for Wind and Waves Market at Disney's Vero Beach Resort. The menus are not available online or on the My Disney Experience app, so they have paper handouts available at the front door. They have a create-your-own salad bar, they serve pineapple and seasonal Dole Whip, and they also serve rotating dinner specials that change every night. You'll also find a selection of small grocery items as well as frozen treats, gluten-free options, the refillable resort mug stations, as well as bakery options. We ate here 5 times during our stay, and here are our thoughts on the Wind and Waves Market. So I got the grilled bacon cheeseburger with lettuce, tomato, onion, and pickles, served with a side of french fries. This was $11.29. It's your basic Disney cheeseburger. There's nothing remarkable about it. It'll get you through lunch if you're in the mood for a burger. I opted to get mine without tomatoes and pickles just because I don't like tomatoes or pickles. And it's decent. It's not gross. French fries are your typical Disney shoestring fries. I want to add, my bacon that came with my burger was huge. They gave me 2 huge strips of bacon and they were cooked perfectly. It's very atypical of Disney to cook bacon at a decent cook. They usually overcook it. So I'm really glad to see this. It made this burger a lot better.
Okay, so for my lunch, I got the ham and cheddar on a baguette. It comes hot or cold, and it's served with a side of chips for $10.79. I did like this. My only thought is that it needs some sort of spread, like a mayonnaise or an oil or something. I could definitely get mayonnaise from the condiment stand in there. I just didn't think of it, but it is a good sandwich. I do really like it. Fill me up until dinner. But yeah, pretty good ham and cheese sandwich.
All right, so for my breakfast today, I got the breakfast flatbread, which came with eggs, bacon, and cheddar cheese on a flat bread. This was pretty good. The bread was really nice and soft. It wasn't like overcooked or crispy. Bacon was perfectly cooked like it was yesterday on my burger. And the eggs are nice and moist. I like moist scrambled eggs. So I really recommend this one if you're looking to have a good breakfast to start your day off. The breakfast flatbread was $9.49.
So for my breakfast, I got the bacon, egg, and cheddar croissant. This is $6.99. It was pretty good. I've had this before at Wilderness Lodge, and there the croissant was a little too overdone and like crispy in my opinion, so it was falling apart. Not the problem here. There's no problem with this croissant at all. I loved it. Definitely a great breakfast. I would say for the flatbread, it's good to share. It's definitely too big for one person to eat for breakfast, but the croissant is really good if you're just looking for like something basic.
All right, everybody, it's day 2 here at Disney's Vero Beach Resort, and we're gonna try some dinner specials that are exclusive between 5 o'clock and 9 o'clock at the Wind and Waves Market. We were not here today for lunch. We were actually at the parks. So we figured we'd give these a try since this will be the only night this week where we'll be able to actually eat at Wind and Waves Market for dinner.
So I got the beef stroganoff. It came with penne and the choice of one side, and that was $12.99. We got the side salad as our side. It's pretty good. Not the beef stroganoff that I'm used to, but that's because I typically use Hamburger Helper to make my beef stroganoff. Really good if you haven't had it, but pretty good. I did really enjoy the pasta. Typically, I've found that sometimes Disney will overcook their pasta. Not the case with this. Very flavorful. I don't normally like mushrooms, but I did like the mushrooms in this dish.
And I tried some of the beef stroganoff too. I actually wasn't as big of a fan of this as Catherine was. I thought, yeah, I'm used to the Hamburger Helper beef stroganoff, and I know that's nowhere near comparable to what a real beef stroganoff would be. This to me would be more of a short rib dish instead of beef stroganoff. Meat was cooked very well. Not my favorite blend of flavors. The penne did actually have some good seasoning on it. I'm sure they just boiled it in salt water, but it really didn't need butter or anything. The The sauce that they cooked with the beef stroganoff really worked well with the penne. And the side salad was just a side salad. It was fresh. Can't really go wrong with there. They have dressing choices in one of the buckets over at Wyndham Waves Market, so you can choose whatever dressing you want to put on top. So for my entree tonight, I got the meatloaf, which came with the choice of 2 sides. It was $9.99, and this was a really good meatloaf. The 2 sides I chose to get with it were the mac and cheese and the mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes, best mashed potatoes I've ever had from a Disney quick service restaurant. If you've ever been to California Adventure over at Disneyland, where they have their Flo's V8 Cafe, they're better than those mashed potatoes, in my opinion. Now, their mashed potatoes over there come with a chicken gravy. This mashed potato here came with a beef gravy. The beef gravy was pretty good. It added a lot of flavor. And if you pour some on top of the meatloaf, it was good too. The meatloaf itself was a little bit on the dry side, but I really enjoyed the flavor. And the mac and cheese that they served with this is like that older style Disney plastic mac and cheese, which I think is way better than the quick service mac and cheese they serve nowadays.
Definitely recommend putting the beef gravy or even grabbing ketchup and putting it on top of the meatloaf. Definitely needs something to combat that dryness. Not my favorite meatloaf. I'm very partial to my grandmother's meatloaf, so kind of mass-produced meatloaf is not my favorite, but it is pretty good.
Don't insult the meatloaf like that.
It's mass-produced.
We were kind of back and forth on our 2 dishes. Like, I ordered the meatloaf, and I enjoyed it. Catherine did not like it. She ordered the beef stroganoff. She liked it. I didn't really like it as much. So it was kind of 50-50. Both were, I would recommend both if you're staying here and you don't have a reservation anywhere in town or at Wyndham Waves Grill. But if I had to pick one, I would definitely choose the meatloaf. Alright, so it's day 3 of our trip here to Disney's Vero Beach Resort. We got 3 lunch items from the Wyndham Waves Market. I got the chicken strips with french fries. These were $10.49. And these were probably the best chicken strips I have had at a Disney World quick service restaurant.
They were really good.
They were really good.
Really
Juicy, good. Just the right amount of crisp. The fries were Disney shoestring fries. They're good. We all like Disney's shoestring fries. For $10.50, it was a little on the steep side. You did get 4 chicken tenders, but, you know, the flavor, I'd spend $10.50 on this again.
So for myself, I got the cheese pizza, and that was $7.79. This was not great.
It's Disney pizza.
It was worse than Disney pizza for me.
Yeah.
I tend to like, Sean does not like the pizza, like Pizza Rizzo. I'll get pizza at All Stars. Like, I will eat Disney's pizza.
I tolerate that pizza. This pizza was, you know, I got a piece of it right here still. It's, you know, still kind of got that thickish crust, but the whatever sauce they used on this pizza was not good. Definitely steer away from this one. I get that if you have kids, they might want pizza, but even when I was a kid and I was coming to Disney once or twice a year, I didn't eat the pizza. So bear that in mind.
Stay away from the pizza.
Yeah.
Go to Pizza Rizzo.
Don't. Go to Domino's. And then the third item we got was a bread bowl. This comes with your choice of soup. The soup we chose today was the corn chowder. This was $7.49. And it wasn't good. No, this corn chowder wasn't really a chowder consistency like you would think it'd be thicker. It was more like a potato broth almost. Big chunks of potato, a lot of corn. I'll give them that. There was a lot of corn in it, and I think there was ham. Was it ham?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was ham in there, but it didn't taste like anything. You could taste the corn every once in a while, but the potatoes were overcooked, so you couldn't really taste them that well. And then the sourdough bowl, it was a very strong sourdough. Also very tough to chew. You really can't eat this bread unless you soak it in that soup broth. Soups, stay away from. I don't recommend them.
Yeah, maybe they're better in like the colder months. There's not really colder months in Florida, but I'm sure they have other options: chicken, vegetable, chili, black bean, carrot soup. So maybe some of the other options are better. Just the corn chowder wasn't great. I'm always nervous though when Sean takes a bite of something and goes, "Oh."
That was the first thing that came out of my mouth.
Always nervous when that happens, and we don't like to sugarcoat anything because we want everyone to enjoy their vacation and enjoy the food that they're eating, but definitely steer away from the pizza and the corn chowder bread bowl from Wind and Waves Market.
We are going to try one more soup.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
See if maybe there's another soup that might be better suited. I'm going to see if I can get it without a bread bowl because I wasn't a fan of this bread bowl. I like Panera's better.
Definitely like Panera's better.
Yeah.
Even the bread bowls from California Adventure. The sourdough.
Yeah,
bread
the
bowls.
sourdough from
That's great.
California Adventure.
I know it's not going to be the same as here as it would be out there.
All right, so our final review of the Wind and Waves Market comes down to lunch on day 3. Catherine's not feeling too well right now, so she's going to sit out of this one, but she did try some of the food, completely unrelated to why she's not feeling well. But we're going to go ahead and start off with the Baja Fish Tacos with French fries. The Baja Fish Tacos were made up of crispy battered white fish, flour tortillas, and a cilantro lime slaw. It came with a lime wedge on the side, and it wasn't fantastic. The fish that they choose to put into these fish tacos has a really strong fishy aftertaste that I'm not really a big fan of. And, you know, for $10.99, this really didn't feel like it was worth it. Catherine felt the same way. She had a couple of bites, even with some lime juice squirted on. It really didn't make much of a difference. It wasn't very good. And then we got an order of corn dog nuggets to share. These are the same exact corn dog nuggets you can find at Magic Kingdom, either at Casey's Corner or Westward Ho. $10.49, same price as you would find them in the parks. They were exactly the same, 10 out of 10 snack for whenever you're craving corn dog nuggets. So that is everything we had at the Wind and Waves Market at Disney's Vero Beach Resort. It was really a mix of really good and not really good. You really gotta know what to get in order to have a good experience at the Wind and Waves Market, which unfortunately has become the trend with a lot of Disney quick service. Overall, I would give this quick service a 6 out of 10, just because they did have a few items on the menu that were really not good. If you enjoyed this review of the Wind and Waves Market, please like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to Monorail Central for more Walt Disney World, Disney Vacation Club, and Walt Disney World Monorail Project content. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all real soon.